But it will be a three somehow tank heroes with Esmeralda, Hilda, and as well as Grok filling up their composition. Honestly, on paper, somehow I feel like
Wait.
GeekFam has a chance.
Wait. I don't know if that was just a visual bug or if it was actually Rupture on the Esmeralda, Renvi on the Grok. Did they swap their roles again?
That is a possibility.
We will have to see here.
They are known to do that, so
They are very
we'll
flexible.
have to wait and see, I guess, in terms of who is going to be playing what and where for the side of GeekFam. But comparing these two, who do you think has the stronger composition?
Personally, for me, I think GeekFam have a very, very good composition of pure dive, and I'm going to have to go with GeekFam.
Honestly, to be honest with you guys, yeah, I feel like GeekFam has a chance, but execution-wise, I feel like ONIC Esports has their own game plan.
Well, Eterna, break it.
I'm gonna have to say ONIC Esports, guys.
2-1, ONIC Esports. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? ONIC will need this match victory to secure the upper brackets, and we are going to jump into the land of Dawn, and we were wrong. Donnie, it's CW using the Savior in the gold lane.
Drion with Cho, so already styling on the opponents here.
Ooh. Wait, all right, let's see. It is Rupture on the Hilda, though. So, okay, Renvi is on the Grok, so I wasn't wrong about that.
Schwan is using Esmeralda in the gold lane.
Yeah, no marksman whatsoever.
No marksman, no range, and no wave clear in the mid lane. Well, they have the Hilda, I guess, but the Selena is definitely going to be zoned out.
Yeah, most definitely. And I feel like with this Hilda, it will focus more on the jungles, give fresher opening visions, and yeah, Selena will definitely fill that wave clear in the mid lane and will be weak. And definitely ONIC Esports will try to capitalize on that fact. And if we take a look, Xavier Gold here for side of CW, I feel like the job for Hans is just target Xavier quite early before Turtle if possible. Try to get an early kill on towards CW and yeah, just wreck their game plan from the early game and try to convert more objectives. This is what GeekFam needs to repair, I feel like.
Yeah.
I have a question. So in the EXP lane, we have the Dairoth as well as a Grok, no?
Yeah.
Who wins lane?
Should be the Dairoth.
Should be even, I feel like.
Skill matchup.
Skill matchup, and yeah, Grok, I feel, depending on the items as well, but I feel like Grok has a chance to sustain the lane, even going up against Dairoth, but the focus for Grok has to be wave clear, not to trade damage. Yeah, don't duel, and Dairoth needs to somehow duel.
I agree. Yeah, Dairoth needs to play with the duels, go in for the 1v1s to make his win condition come true. And Grok, he just needs to keep on clearing, maybe keep on roaming as well. Have that map pressure, because that's what you need on the Grok. But in that gold lane, I feel like it's going to be kind of one-sided. Savior has a lot of range, and he can immobilize Esmeralda. The one thing that makes Esmeralda really strong against other gold laners is that she can just walk up. The gap closer is so easy with the first ability. You can just walk up to your opponents. But this time, Savior has an immobility.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
2 seconds, a long
time, yeah. And he can spam his abilities. This Savior, we saw him yesterday, and it was kind of broken. But again, ONIC, they're already pushing the pace here in the early stage of the game. Renvi has rotated towards this orange buff here. Boots caught in a bad situation. Rion going for the G No Fifth is going in. Rupture picks up first blood, and it might just be a double kill here as Rion will be forced to run away. Samo is there to back him up, but it's going to be Rupture dashing into the bush, running away, doesn't get it even with the sprint. And it's just going to be a 1-for-0 trade.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about, right? GeekFam really loves to play in that early game, and that's exactly what they're doing. They are trying to punish ONIC Esports for the aggression that they are trying to withhold onto GeekFam, and therefore are leading with a slight gold lead, 400 gold lead. But we'll see. How can Samo fare on this Masha? Can he have an impact? Because the thing about Masha is that we like Masha because she can, disrupt the enemy jungle, disrupt the movements, the pathing coming in from the enemy jungle. But so far, we haven't seen much of that right now.
Yeah, I feel like because of... Yeah, I feel Sans playing that Bakito as well. It's going to be hard to somehow pressure, but I do agree with you. I feel like Hilda should open vision for Sans more. Right now, Rupture is just on the defense. Oh, a play perhaps.
Well, Samo has 3 HP bars. He's going to lose one of it as Hans goes in onto the turtle. Sans as well. Both of the Anses here. Fun fact, Sans is actually Hans' role model here. Samo jumps into the backside. Drian as well with the Jikundo. Sans goes over the knockout strike onto Hans, connecting, but it is going to be the Tempest Blades pop from the side of Hans to deal the damage onto Drian. He goes in for the kill, but I don't think he will have the damage to take him down. That was the Dawning Light as well, used up top to try to finish off Vince, but it was not enough damage here. Sans still on the aggression here in the turtle pit. Rupture dashes in, the wild charge connects and he knocks him up. The damage will be enough for the side of GEEK Fam to pick up a kill onto the jungler. 2-0, Gani. Woo!
Not enough peel, I feel like. Yeah, sure. Hans has no retribution. That is why Sans forces himself on that turtle. But when V and as well as Vince is there to give pressure, right now, GEEK Fam still on that data. With the early turtle neutral objective, what will they convert next?
Yeah, that's going to be the question here. GEEK Fam, what are they planning right now? Because honestly, with their composition, they're really playing for the early. I mean, they have vision from the Selena, has the pick-off potential, and the vision opening with the Hilda, as well as the early mobility from the Ling. But so far, they're also still unable to really commit onto anything too much because of how ONIC Esports are playing the game. So it's very interesting to see how both GEEK Fam as well as ONIC Esports play this as we are in the 3rd minute of the game.
That is going to the question though, right? I feel like, yeah, GEEK Fam, sure, they have the lead now. What's next? That's the question, because ONIC Esports, they're still holding on, they're still chilling, as I feel like, and GEEK Fam with their lead here, almost 500, almost 600 even. What can they do next is going to be the question, because ONIC Esports, they can play to the late game.
I'm surprised, right? Because usually when we see jungles, we see them with the Demon Slayer emblem, but Sans has actually opted for the Assassin. So does this hint at the gameplay that he's planning to do? Is he waiting for the power spike to hit? And will he be going in more aggressively later on? And if that is the situation, how will GEEK Fam fare? Because that's exactly what GEEK Fam doesn't want, right? They really want to be able to take it in the early game, and so far they haven't been able to get... Okay, sure, they got one neutral objective, but after that, what's their next plan?
That's true. Because, yeah, sure, as a Paquito, I feel like the Demon Slayer emblem does not do you justice here, Miracle. So I feel like with the killing spree, you can go for more engages, you can look for more kills, and as well as team fights right now.
Yeah, Drian's gonna get caught here. He goes in for away the dragon aggressively onto Swan. There's no damage to take him down, but yeah, I feel like this is a good emblem to take on the Paquito. You want to go for the killing spree. The Demon Slayer emblem is really good on the assassins like Ling and Lancelot, but on Paquito, you already have such good clear. You need some more sustainability in these team fights because of how brawly you like to play here. Sans dashing in with the jab, goes in for the knockout strike that does not connect. That's going to be the Abyssal Arrow whiffing. Drian looking for pick here. He goes in for the Jikundo, but it's only onto Rupture. Renvi trying to open up the map with the help of Rupture. He has his wild charge. He goes for the Flicker combo, but it's only onto Boot. Dawning Light connecting. Hans will be the one picking up the turtle. Samo doing to the backside and getting the kill on to the side of Renvi. Rupture caught in the bad situation. He gets taken down as well. And there you have it, 2 for 0, but there is an objective taken by GEEK Fam.
2 for 0 in a 4v5 situation, as Xavier was actually still at the bottom side of the map, so he didn't participate. He did have the Dawning Light though, and therefore maybe, gave a little bit of pressure and as well as damage, but now CW is caught in this situation here.
Oh, Abyssal Arrow connects CW. Bye-bye, buddy. That is Xavier's weakness. When you get CC'd, when you get gap closed, sayonara.
Sayonara indeed, and yeah, I feel like from the items... Oh, a play, I feel like.
Yeah, Drian goes in onto Vince, but both of them just disengaging right now. Again, these are two roamers. They're just poking each other. But in the top side, though, Renvi uses the wild charge defensively. Boots gets a headache.
That's a headache.
He got a headache, man. He got slammed to the wall.
That's true. But yeah, if we talk about a little bit of the items, Schwan just secured his Oracle, and as well as Hans, he has already secured the DHS. So what does it say? I feel like Sans, Drian, and as well as Samo especially needs to be careful because the attack speed and as well as the passive from that DHS is already active. And to add to that, Red V is of course with that high and dry emblem building more attack with that BOD.
Well, in this bottom side, Drian has actually swapped with CW. Okay, this is interesting now. Samo jumping in onto Hans. Temperature Blaze is going to be popped just to clear the waves, but CW has rotated into that mid lane. The bottom side, Abyssal Arrow will connect onto Drian Schwan, trying to deal the damage with the Dawning Light coming in to zone the Geek Fam members. It's a very slow game for ONIC.
Interesting. I don't... The thing is about Xavier is that I feel like he's super vulnerable to ganks and pickoffs. And maybe that's why the rotation has come into place here for the side of ONIC Esports. But now Geek Fam, with the role that they have with the tempo in their hands, they are going to be able to pick up a neutral objective. But oh, let's see what Samo can do. But unfortunately, Samo unable to take that away from them. It is going to be Geek Fam with 3 turtles in their pockets, guys.
100% turtle rate.
Yeah, 100% turtle rate indeed. And right now, Julian looks to invade for the purple buff. We will see though. Execution-wise, Sans is coming. Yeah, miracle.
Yeah, I mean, in this situation, both teams, again, they're just playing super passively. That's going to be the purple buff taken away by Hans without any contest. Topside turret taken down as well. Geek Fam, they're controlling the game's tempo really, really well. Topside turret, they have the lead in terms of gold, kills, and objectives. So it's just a really good look for Geek Fam. Feels like they are playing at their utmost potential, with their utmost potential.
I completely agree with you.
Well, Renvi gets caught here. Way the Dragon going to be popped right now, but I think he is going to be able to dash away. The Dawning Light does not connect, and Renvi will be taken down, but it was traded in the bottom side. Geek Fam will be able to pick up a kill onto Boots and also a turret. So it is going to be very worth it here. Hans jumping in on the CW. That's going to be the mobility coming in. Samo zoning Hans away. That's a lot of damage, but again, Geek Fam, they stay in the lead. Dawning Light almost takes Hans down. 1.3k as Schwan jumps in before he's starting with CW. He needs to run away with the conceal. He gets out, but my goodness, that was close. Samo is forced to back up. ONIC, I feel like they can't really look for these fights. Sans dashes into to Vince, but there's no damage to take him down. Both teams, again, just playing the long game, but Geek Fam winning out.
I think that ONIC Esports, they need to wait for the power spike of CW to hit. That Dawning Light usually does way more damage, but it didn't really show too much. Is it because of the items here, Gani?
I feel like so. Xavier needs more items, and Geek Fam, they have control of the game. Take a look at the map pressure. Take a look at the wave manipulation as well. And 3 neutral objectives already secured now. Yeah, another fight.
Well, Renvi goes in for wild charge. That's the combo. Wamo coming from Geek Fam, and Drian has no answers for it. Sans was taken down at will. Geek Fam, they're going to lead this game. Drian gets chunked so low, and this is a free Lord. No Sans, no Drian.
2,500 goal lead for the side of Geek Fam, as well as a Lord, I believe. That may seem uncontested here because it doesn't seem like they have Sans yet. They don't have the Retribution, they don't have the pressure. And CW just uses Dawning Light. So very interesting usage of skill here for the side of ONIC Esports.
Still with the lead here, Geek Fam. I feel like their composition, yeah. I told you guys in the early game, earlier, that the composition from side of Geek Fam is just huge. And well, ONIC Esports, they have a chance to turn this game around, but Geek Fam with the 3k gold lead plus the Lord could definitely make the deficit even wider.
Yeah, I guess we got to wait here for the side of Geek Fam. They are still leading with a 3,500 gold lead. They are pushing the tempo as well. But it seems like ONIC Esports, they are not letting it go without a fight. I mean, look at the positioning coming in from Samu as well as Drian.
Oh, they've been fighting, all right, but I think they've been fighting way too much. Geek Fam has always had the better fights here in this game. 3-6. They're leading in everything. And Drian goes in for the Wave of the Dragon, but it's onto Renvi. I don't think that's the right target here, as everyone will be able to free hit, but it's a good pick. Sans now going to the back lines with the knockout strike. Vince is going to be caught in the bad situation. The knockout strike finally connects, and that's a shutdown. He's looking for a double kill here as Rupture pops the conceal, but look at the bottom side. Wow! They trade 2 kills for a turret in the bottom side. That's actually still worth it for Geek Fam.
That's the thing. Geek Fam, they're playing a little smarter than they usually do. They have the initiative, they have the intelligence, they are using team fights as a distraction to be able to pick up objectives on the board, and that's exactly what we needed from the side of Geek Fam, and we'll see. The pressure is definitely on them on the bottom side as well. Look at those minion waves pushing.
This is really good.
This is really good. More map control forward side of Geek Fam, and as well as, yeah, I feel like they still have the gold lead right now. Rupture isn't the right target. Drian Wave Dragon connects.
Onto Renvi though. Rupture still gets away. That's a lot of resources spent. Wall charge gonna be able to connect onto Drian, and the walls of all in. Hans goes for the Tempest of Blades, connects, and that's gonna be Boots taken down. A 2-0 for the side of GEEK Fam. They might be able to take this game here. They have a 3.5k gold lead. ONIC are in shambles.
I don't think I've ever seen ONIC Esports get bullied this badly. And for them to be bullied by the number 8th in the standings, this is definitely a statement coming in from GEEK Fam. They have another neutral objective on the board in that turret, and seems like ONIC Esports, they don't have an answer to the aggression that GEEK Fam is handing on to them.
Uh-oh, Hans, he needs to be careful here. He dashes out with a Tempest of Blaze. Hans wasn't able to read that situation. He's now caught in the 1v5, an uncharacteristic play, as he's going to get punished by the side of GEEK Fam. A 4.5k gold lead still building up ONIC. The longer this goes, yes, Savior scales, but I still think GEEK Fam have the better late game.
Yeah, well, we can take a look at the players' gold presented to you by by Mandiri. 2 members from GEEK Fam standing strong in the top 3. Hans and as well as Schwan, which means Sans, you gotta step up, buddy, because yeah, the outplay from Hans earlier in the lethal battle was outrageous. I feel like the bait, yeah, Sherling was low on health, but Sans at the end of the day was taken down. Plus, Lord is now in hands. I feel like they could secure 1 innovator here. 1 base turret for the side of GEEK Fam is what they're aiming for.
Man, the gold lead just keeps creeping up for the side of GEEK Fam. How are they doing in terms of items here, Ronnie?
Yeah, if you take a look at the items here, almost 6 items for the side of Hans. Immortal is on its way. But apart from that, I feel like Vince has done a tremendous job. 5 kills and 2 assists with that Genius Wand and as well as Clock of Destiny. Wow, he is everywhere, aiding and as well as giving pressure for side of ONIC Esports. Right now, they're on the defense.
They are on the defense right now. Let's see if Savior can clear this out. It seems like they are doing a really good job at zoning this forward away, but it is going to march down onto that bottom side turret. Renvi caught in the bad situation. Now as he pops in the damage and gets out, Boots will be able to dive onto Rupture, but Drian gets taken quite low. Schwan now with the following Simon able to connect onto 2 members as CW is caught in the bad situation, but again, they are still able to defend. They lose a base turret in the process, and GEEK Fam are still in the lead.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm like at a loss for words right now. What is going on in the game, guys?
What is going on? I mean, no one expected GEEK Fam to play this disciplinedly. They're outclassing ONIC.
Yeah, I feel like, remember, ONIC, the pressure is on them, and GEEK Fam, they got nothing to lose, and there you go. Playing all in, playing nothing to lose. GEEK Fam still with the lead, and take a look at Sans. He's still chill.
He was chill. It's like his name, Sans.
Sans.
Chill.
Sans means chill.
Indo.
Yeah.
In Indo.
Staying composed is going to be the key here in defending, but remember, it was what? I feel like almost a 5,000 gold lead. It could be turned back around just by 1 good team fight for side of ONIC Esports, and that is what GEEK Fam needs to be aware of. They need don't do blunders. Don't make blunders for side of GEEK Fam. That is going to be the ways of victory for side of GEEK Fam. I feel like they already have the lead. They already have the objectives. What they need to do is stay consistent. Morale is up definitely, but don't get overzealous.
Yeah, don't get overzealous for the side of GEEK Fam. They just need to keep on using this lead, keep on building it up. Yeah. Use it to create more space on the map and get turrets, objectives. Once you do, you can dive in with the Evolved Lord or maybe just the next Enhanced Lord and possibly just end the game, take it away from ONIC. Because Savior, no one's covering for the Savior. Everyone is a damage dealer. We have a Cho that kind of can do that, but when 3 people are diving onto you, you need everyone to help you back there. And I don't think they need or they can't afford to put all the resources just to cover the Savior. He doesn't deal that much damage yet.
That's true. Yeah, and I feel like what they need to do, ONIC Esports, they need to find 1 good team fight. Somehow force a team fight, because I feel like GEEK Fam, with their composition, Ling is confident to just roam around. Remember, they have Grok, they have Hilda, 2 enough hero pills, but right now...
Wow.
Wait, what?
What happened?
Oh my god, this might be just a blunder for the side of Geek Fam here. Sans goes in and, okay, Hans just takes him off the board. That's going to be Dawning Light connecting. Hans going in for the Tempest of Blades right now to the backside, able to connect onto Drian at will, but it's going to be so tanky. For him to be able to survive is insane. Wait, Geek Fam, they're losing members all across the board. Hans has no immortality left. A double kill, and the tides have shifted out of nowhere.
What happened? He was like stuck on the wall. Did you see Hans's movements?
What's going on here?
I'm not really sure, but it seems like Samo wants more here from Xuan.
Well, Samo was losing a lot of HP, but Gani, what happened in that fight? What happened?
First of all, I want to break down. Sans dove the turret, takes a lot of damage, he gets taken down. But what was going on was Masha in the backside was wreaking havoc on towards Vince. And Vince, as a Selena, sure, you have the flicker, you have the dash ability, but once it was on cooldown, yeah, Masha could just eat you up. And after that, Masha focuses around on lane that has no resources whatsoever, no Tempest of Blade, with somehow a half HP. And of course, Masha will obliterate you here in minute number 15. And there you go, 2 kills on the board for side of ONIC Esports. And what was almost a 4K gold lead right now is just a 2K gold lead. Drian gets engaged.
Yeah. They had a 6,000 gold lead, and now it's down to only a 2.5k. Xuan will be taken to a quarter of his HP here. Drian forced to recall. Sans has created space in the bottom side. Samo now he's just going in. He doesn't care. He just jumps in on to Hans. He zones him away. Sans doing the same to Rupture as Xuan will be caught in the bad situation now as the Dawning Light will be popped onto nobody. Doesn't really connect. Sans! He gets connected on by the Abyssal Arrow, and Renvi dives to the back line. CW trying to deal the damage, trying to get away, but he gets taken down by Renvi. It is a 2-for-2 for the side of Geek Fam, but they're still hunting for Samo HD. They want to make it a 3-for-2. Samo gets another HP bar. Boots is here to give the follow-up and the backup necessary to get him out of there, but I don't know, who did that favor? Like, who was that good for? It's a 2-for-2.
Well, I guess ONIC Esports, they lost their jungler as well as their gold laners. So 2 of the core members from the side of ONIC Esports, their sources of damage. So in a sense, it does favor Geek Fam. They do have the pressure onto this Lord if they can secure it in under 7 seconds.
Well, let's see. Drian, he's trying to get the damage onto Hans. He tries to use away the dragon, but it's going to be cancelled away by the Tempest of Blaze. Drian's going to get caught out there, and he might just be taken down. He still runs away for a bit, and what in the world happened there? Hans gets taken down, but he still somehow manages to take the Lord with him. Rupture will be taken down though, and that's a double kill for the side of Boots. Vince and Renvi with the backup now, going for the wall, and Boots will still be able to dash out. Dodges away from Ribs, this arrow. Xuan goes in with the Ice Queen wand and still is able to dish the damage out to Boots, but will he be able to chase him down? Yes, he will. On the backside though, ONIC, they have taken down 3, and it is a good trade once again for ONIC, but they lose the Lord. So, what's going on? Again, Xuan, he's still in here. He's still trying to look for a play. Dawning Light connecting. He's going to get zoned up. Who won that trade? I don't get it.
Still our favors ONIC, but yeah, sure. Right now, ONIC Esports, Xuan, fortunately forced out of Geek Fam, survives, but ONIC Esports now need to focus on the Lord. They need to defend 2 wave clears, and then they could find resets and find perhaps a good team fight as well. Now, Geek Fam, what was a 4,000 gold lead and 2.5 gold lead, now it's only down to a 1K gold lead. ONIC Esports doing their job here.
Wow.
To lower the deficit.
The sad thing about it is that Geek Fam was able to secure a Lord, but unfortunately they weren't able to do much with it. But oh my god, in the mid side.
Wait a minute, ONIC might have just made a blunder here. Geek Fam are able to take the base turret in the mid lane and the top side as well, with Han just munching on it. He dashes away from Boots with the Finch Voice. He has his immortality. 2 and 3 now. Base turrets taken down for Geek Fam. They built up that 3,000 gold lead back up out of nowhere.
Ah, so the tides have shifted once again into the hands of Geek Fam. With all the inhibitor turrets down, they do have the pressure in all these lanes. And look at the way that Geek Fam are pushing it. In terms of 5v5, who has the better composition?
Gotta be honest with you, 5v5, I like Geek Fam's composition. But ONIC Esports, with their somehow pick-off style, also favors Geek Fam in a sense, because Geek Fam, they won't go for the 5v5. They will go for the 4-1. Remember, they have the lane. They could just add more pressure, splitting push. Remember, lane is already full item, and to add to that, Schwan is also already at full items with Dominance Ice and as well as Ice Queen 1 as well. We saw what he did to Dairoth. Dairoth couldn't move. Once Flickers was on cooldown, when Flicker was on cooldown, Schwan was just able to catch Boots down. And yeah, Sans still with the 6 items as well, but I feel like the composition does not synergize as well with the Paquito here, Mirko.
Yeah, I have to agree on that one, man. They're looking for brawls and little skirmishes on the map, but GEEK fam, they can just stick as the 4-1, and Ling will win in the 1v1 against a lot of these people. I think most of these, but wait, the Dawning Light actually gets the purple buff away from Hans. That's a nice steal from CW.
Wow.
And without the purple buff, Hans might just have some trouble here. In the 20th minute of the game, no purple buff, and this is the Evolved Lord. The Dawning Light is coming out so fast. What's the cooldown on this? I asked the question yesterday, and I still don't know. I think it's like in 15 seconds, is it?
Perhaps 18.
18, 15 seconds, but this is just crazy. He's just going to keep on spamming the ultimate. That's back up. He gets Vince to half of his HP. They might just be targeting here. Samo dives in onto Vince, and that's a kill set up from the Savior with the 15-second Dawning Light. My goodness.
Man, the damage
It's
is
up again.
insane. As well as that cooldown. I mean, now ONIC Esports, they just need to finish it off like they just did onto Grok of all the members here.
Wow.
This is what they need to do, right? Pick off, and there you go. The Vince was picked off, and now Renvi 5v3, not looking good for a side of GEEK fam. I feel like ONIC Esports will comfortably take this Lord.
Yeah, it seems like it is going to be a free Lord here, but remember, Hans is still alive. He has a Demon Slayer, so his retribution does a lot. Schwan just gets bursted down. The Dawning Light comes in clutch once more to finish him off. It's a 3-for-0 for the side of ONIC. They were able to just snipe everyone down. Hans is now in a 1v3. He goes in for the Blades. I don't think you're going to be able to steal this one. He gets zoned out, and it just will be a free Lord for the side of ONIC. Rupture tries to make the desperate steal attempt, but he's going to get taken down. Hans' immortality has been popped. Sambo gets a monster kill, and Vince doesn't connect that abyssal arrow. Oh my god, CW on this Savior. He's doing everything.
You're right, he is doing everything. He's able to put so much damage onto the members of GEEK fam, even take some kills on the board, as well as set up for a lot of these pickoffs for the side of ONIC Esports for the other members to finish it off. And now, ONIC Esports are leading with a 3,000 gold lead. Is this an Evolved Lord on the way as well? Or is it still in hand?
It is an Evolved Lord. But what they need to take into consideration is GEEK fam still has 3 base turrets. So now, the question is, will ONIC Esports be able to end the game?
That's the big question here. They're not sticking with the Evolved Lord. They're rather just going for the split push here. The bottom side pushed up, Boots zoning away Schwan. They are trying to time it well so that they can go in with the Evolved Lord as well. But yeah, the top side will be free for GEEK fam to hit. They don't really have a lot of high ground here, so it might just be game. Renvi Jayas in, wild charge on the 3 right there. Rupture is able to follow it up, but the damage, oh my god!
Wow.
CW literally just melts through everybody. Gets a double kill here. That is a lot of kills, but Samo just doesn't care. He goes for the base. He doesn't want CW to get the kills. They lead the series 1-0.
Man, oh man, Eternity, you have no words, but
What?
ONIC Esports still with the composed team. They were behind with almost 5k gold, and they immediately turned it back around by what they need to. But yeah, their winning conditions pick off, and GEEK fam is